If you are one of the 8 million federal student loan borrowers in limbo over the SAVE income-driven repayment program, I have a quick update you're going to want to hear about. So we now have a better idea of when this whole issue could be resolved. So as you know, the entire SAVE program is being challenged in court by several Republican-led states that say the program was, one, illegally created, and two, has the potential to financially harm them if it's fully implemented. I told you all about those cases in these videos. Now, because of those legal challenges, the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals agreed with a lower federal court that the Department of Education has to stop implementing and administering the program while these court cases play out. And the Supreme Court, at least temporarily, agreed with that. So because of that court order, if you are currently in the SAVE income-driven repayment program right now, you are in interest-free forbearance, meaning you do not have to make any monthly payment on your loan while this litigation is ongoing, and your loan balance is not accruing interest. But at the same time, these months of forbearance will not qualify towards any type of forgiveness that you may ultimately be entitled to. So now to the timing of when all this is going to be resolved. The Eighth Circuit has just issued this order saying there will be an oral argument on this case October 24th. The appeals court will then issue a decision at some point after that. And when that happens, whoever loses will absolutely be appealing to the United States Supreme Court. But since by that time, the Supreme Court will be in the thick of their new term, the side that appeals will likely be asking the court to get involved on an emergency basis. Now, the Supreme Court could absolutely grant that emergency request and could schedule an oral argument and then perhaps hand down a decision by maybe June of 2025. Or the court could say, yeah, we accept this case. However, our docket is full. We'll just hear this case next term, in which case we wouldn't likely get an opinion on that until June of 2026. Or the justices could just say, nah, we're not going to hear this case at all, and the Eighth Circuit ruling stands. I guess what I'm saying here is the quickest we're going to get a resolution on this issue will be when the Eighth Circuit hands down a ruling, perhaps in November or December. And the quickest we could get a final resolution on what is happening with the SAVE program will be when the Supreme Court decides, if they decide to take this case. In which case, if they do it on that emergency basis, would be the summer of 2025. Of course, things could all change again because of the election. A different president could mean a different stance on student loans and student loan forgiveness.